Good evening and good evening and good evening. Welcome to another episode, which will be an exclusive episode of the Upfront Mind, Body, Soul podcast, where I'm your host, Michelle Bolden Hammond. And tonight we are going to be favored with my guest, in Tea Banquets, and we're going to get into it. Miss Ashley Urquhart. Hey,
Yeah,
Ash.
how are you? Thank you for having me.
I am so welcome. I am so welcome. So, what I would say to everyone, I want you to like and share this episode. But also, if any of you have been to a masseuse, you went and got some Reiki, or if anybody went and did some yoga, if you go to your hairstylist, this lady has created a space to give those who maybe she's going to talk about a little bit about in that arena a space, a platform to be awarded. So,
Yes.
Miss Ashley, I want to say, can you share? Can you share how you got into this? How did you start this award show? And what's the mission behind it?
Oh, yeah. So thank you so much for having me, Michelle. I'm Ashley Urquhart. I've been a licensed massage therapist for almost 15 years. I know the struggles and the mental challenges that we go through. And not only just being in the dark room, but I also serve, in the field. I've been on, different boards. I knew like the different struggles that everyone was having, just not in the massage field, but even body workers. I'm in North Carolina, so we are licensed body workers as well. So I do energy work, and it takes a lot out of you to make sure that you're giving yourself to your client. Because if you're not all the way there, it's not going to be effective. And so I knew a lot of people were being drained from like just the taxing of giving a massage. And then, especially making sure that your headspace is right. And if your headspace is not right, you're not going to receive, another booking from your client. So I knew there was a rise in suicide rate in the massage field. So we make up like females make up 84% of the field. 25% were committing suicide since COVID. And so it just seems like there was an increase. Even those that I worked with committed suicide. And I knew there was something that was totally wrong, like what's making them drive themselves in that, you know, on the other side, right? And I knew that they were going to like drugs or alcohol, like they needed that outlet. But like, who's taking care of us, So I wanted to make that space for everybody to come together. And when COVID hit, everybody is now in their own house. They're not socializing anymore. And I knew like everybody was like on Zoom and like virtual now, and they were talking about toilet paper, like these are like the funny things, but in my head, I knew that people were struggling mentally.
Right.
And I wanted to reach out to the people who wanted to have that space. And so I opened my home at first to have like a get together. And then having this get together, it just seemed like everybody had a really great time. And I wanted to challenge myself where I could do this, nationwide event. And so when I did, it definitely drew a lot of people from different states to come out. And I wanted to honor and celebrate, to have fun. It just seemed like a lot of people were bored. I wanted to change that. And I wanted them to just have like a boost of energy. So that's my mission, is to change the narrative of mental health and the suicide rates, so to lower that and make an impact in people's lives.
Wow, you said some key words that I don't. I'm gonna tell you something. Ashley, I don't come across people for for not for a reason. I come across because I think I'm appointed to them as a part of their assignment. It was a word that you used that's why you're here. When you're talking about serve,
Hmm.
right? Because what we do, we serve. And
Yeah.
most time people who pouring out a lot. And I thank you again. I thank you for putting this platform together because again, you said something else because I talk about the mind, the body, and the soul. If
Hmm.
you're not right in that correct headspace, and this is one of my profession, that's my profession in the mental health realm. And as you, as a person who is closely intimate with folks, when
Yeah.
you're doing these type of works and when you're doing massage, you're doing yoga, which in I'm gonna have to put the disclaimer out. Yoga is not a religion.
Mm-mm.
It is just a form of exercise. Now, however you want to take it, it is. But I do know scientifically and working with people in the mental health world, I know that these practices also can help alleviate pain. It can also alleviate stress, like you're saying. COVID, everybody was in. You had to come back, but you created this space for them to come together because we always giving out to others, but nobody can pour back into us unless it's another traditional healer. But I thank you for sharing that too about the point of suicide. I
Yes.
had no idea that that has happened.
Yes.
And yeah, thank you for bringing that out. So again, for those of you, whether it's and you think about it too, because even as a beautician, you are actually doing non-clinical therapy because most of the time your clients are coming to you telling you everything, so you have to bring that listening ear. So
Yes.
I mean, it's an all-around thing. But again, so can you give the criteria and how does this award takes place? Because I know you got some categories, and can you give the audience what those categories are?
Sure. So, like the first category, everyone is, like a coach or a mentor, right? And those are tough, being a mentor. Someone asked me, like, "Are you a mentor?" I don't think I can mentor you. I don't think I have like enough to give to a person. So I knew that being a coach is very difficult as well. My good friend, she's a famous YouTuber, and she decided she wanted to be a coach. So I heard her story, and she said, a lot of people can't break through their mental block because of childhood challenges that they faced. And so they can't perform their work or perform a duty. So then she has to refer them to a counselor. And so, a counselor can diagnose and, give medicine. So she wasn't in that space, but she knew that she couldn't work with a lot of people because they just had childhood, challenges. So once I found like her story and other people's stories, I was like, okay, well, coaching is not for the weak. So I put that as number one. And number two is wellness and beauty community activists. So, someone who created a podcast or created a social media group, and someone who started a school or something like that, who's giving back to the community and making sure everybody is in tight niche with each other, that we can support each other. I think that's a beautiful thing. And so that's why I created that as another category. You could be a great CE provider, someone who is helping you to renew your license at the end of the year, or an instructor. Those are the fundamental people in your life. They are the number one, teaching you the basics. So if you feel like someone has inspired you when you first got into school, those are the ones that we're looking for. And then number four is if you're most involved in the community. So it doesn't matter if you're, like a community activist in your field. You could be like serving at a church or doing something outside of work. There was one lady who was like a councilwoman, and then she also helped clean up the roads, and she was involved in church and stuff like that. So someone who is doing above and beyond, these are the people that we're looking for.
All right, all right. So, folks, I know you heard it. She done gave out who she's looking for and how you can be one as a nominee. I would like to say that I'm counted as one of the nominees for this award. So I'm
Yes.
thank you.
Yes.
Thank
Oh,
you. So
no
that was
problem.
so thank you so much for that.
Mhm.
Again, it means a lot because
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff behind the scene people don't know that I do. And they'd be like, wow, I didn't know you did that, because I'm very humble when it comes down to stuff like that. Cause I don't just like now, you said Dr. Michelle. What did I say at the beginning? This is your host, Michelle.
I
So
know.
I'm like,
You got to put it on there,
I know, I know, I know. Somebody else got on me about another award too. You will have it on your award. Okay. But so, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But, you know, how do these when you do this type of award, I'm telling you, I'm impacted right now by saying thank you. It means so much because
You're welcome.
we do pour a lot. People don't realize when you are in the healing field. I work as a mental health counselor. I work in addictions and stuff.
Mhm.
Some of the stuff that I go through last week, I could say it was a rough week. I
Yeah.
mean, people are going through,
Mhm.
and it's a lot. It's a lot. And
Yeah.
that's why I tell people also in the realms of addictions, we might say, oh, well, they're that type of so and so, or they that you do not realize why some of these people have reached to the part, like you were saying, your coaching friend who talks about some people she had to refer out. I'm so
Mhm.
glad that she referred out and not try to do that.
Right.
You know,
Yes.
give her a kudos for that because she knows her scope. That's the thing. We got to know what our lanes is. And I think very well that when you talking about this traditional, this realm of these arenas, you got to make sure you're doing this impact because you are impacting your communities,
Mhm.
regardless of what type of arena it is. You are impacting someone,
Right.
someone with your service, you are impacting. So
Mhm.
it should be in good standards and for that. So how have the response been, for the beyond from these previous award show? How has the response have grown? I know, like you said, you started out grassroots in your own home. You open up your own home. But now that you see the works of this going nationally with this, how has the response been?
Yeah, so I did take a break. No lie, it was a lot. And then I was asked to do other conferences. But when I started to say, we about to open up the vote, they were like, oh, I can't miss the next one. Like, I got to be there. And so people are starting to see the benefits in their life, and they are building friendships, relationships with people. They didn't even know people were in their city that was so close to them. So they just want to open up to others like them. And even the ones that I am reaching out to, and I didn't think they knew it. They were like, "Oh yeah, I'll be there." We're like, "Oh, okay. I didn't even know you knew anything about it." But I think the response is climbing off the charts. I didn't think it would be because I took such a long break. But they were like, "Okay, when is the next one?" And they're like checking the website and everything. And for me, it's just like, "Okay, hold on." So I feel like there is. I know I'm being talked about, in rooms, and I don't even know. So, yeah, so it's getting out there.
And you know what, Ashley? Your gift is going to make room for you because you don't know who that person who will be in that award show. what can happen from that. I always tell people this is something, and this is something that you can open up the show with. You can hashtag it, take it from me if you want, but or however, I
Mhm.
always will open that room up with to say people to come. You here in this space, just say this in your space. I am in the right place at the right time with
Yes.
the right people. It
Mhm.
is up to me to move to the purpose of my destiny.
Yep. Yep.
Move in the room, move around the room.
Yeah.
So that's it right there, because you bringing people together from all across this country together for this one special night. So
Yeah.
we're gonna take a quick break. But while we're taking this break, we have something that we want to show you, which she's talking about. So
Mhm.
we're taking a break and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back. There he is. You have it. Look, right there on this screen, right here on this screen, you can go to www.mtbanquets.com. Go get yourself a ticket. But we're going to also ask, the future plans, because you're doing this in December. You're
Yes.
doing this in December. Is there any future plans like to carry this from city to city? Because I'm gonna tell you something about me. I don't mind opening it up. We can
Mhm.
host up.
Yes.
I don't mind in having it and doing something in city to city. Maryland, here we are.
Yeah.
Maryland, here it is. So, I've been in one another one that goes across to different states that they do, the Achi magazine. I shout out to them as well. So we can talk off record, but do
Okay.
you see this as a future plan and expansion and involving for the MT banquets?
Yeah, someone asked me that like years ago. Of course, right? I'm always looking for ambassadors. So I have an ambassador for North Carolina, and so I want to reach like every state if I can. So I'm always looking for those who can find the best of the best, who are going above and beyond in different industries. So I can't do it, but I need a village. I need a support system. I need a team that is, going to make this thing happen. It just can't be in one city, like you said. It has to be in a different state, different months. I really want to have everyone come together, in September, because September is like mental health awareness, right? And
Yes.
so September is like where we have like the grand,
Suicide, yeah.
yes,
Suicide month, yeah.
everybody comes together from every state. So of course, I'm always looking for someone to join the team. So always, hit me up or, email me if you are trying to be like a volunteer, an ambassador, someone who could just help be there for this
Okay.
organization. Yeah.
So I'm telling you, I'm about servitude. So it is that was the next question. How can an individual organization get involved to support this matter? One, you can donate. You
Yeah.
can donate, which is a nonprofit as well. You can donate your funding. You can donate to this cause because
Mhm.
I know all of us have used the service of a nail tech. We all use the lash tech, whoever,
Mhm.
whatever we have used. And just think about this is going into the hands. You done already heard it. As a person, we don't get to do what we need to do sometimes for ourselves because we always doing things for other people.
Yes.
So what do you hope, for this audience to take away from attending, or as a person who is just watching this show tonight? What do you intend for them to, uh, what is the focus for them?
Yeah. So our focus is to make sure that you're, connecting with your loved one, your client. Everybody's going through, like you said, the world is getting crazier and crazier. You just never know what a person is going through. Always be kind. If they feel like, they're going through something that you probably can't handle, always be there for them. Give them a call, text, hey, how you doing? It's something simple, right? And then, our mission is always getting the community together because we need a human connection. Everyone is doing a virtual thing, and our mission is to just do live events because when everyone's in the room, there's something powerful there, right?
Yes,
Always
yes.
need something different, something like a hug or a laugh or something like that. And so that's what our next event is laughter is medicine, because laughter stimulates your organs. It makes sure that you are, having a boost of energy. It's pure medicine, is a natural pain reliever. And everyone seems like they're down, and this is to lift them up.
All
So this is why we are having that festival, and make sure that you dress to impress, because when you look good, you feel good.
All right now. So look, actually, you just you sent me this, and I just want to share it with the audience. I want you guys tonight. I want you to actually take a look at this. What I'm about to show you guys. Why attend social events? She just said it. One, there are 6 steps that she has here that she said. Now she said natural. Now this is nobody laying hands on you, but this is just being natural. What laughter does and what just being around people do. Why attend social events? Build a support network. Number 2, reduce stress and anxiety. Number 3, boost your mood and happiness. Step 4, increase a sense of belonging. Step 5, enhance cognitive function. And step 6, enhance your well being. So I would tell you to get these steps down. Get these steps down. Again, build a support network, reduce the stress and anxiety, boost your mood and your happiness, increase a sense of belonging, enhance cognitive function, and enhance your well being. So that's
Yeah.
why a 10. That is why you need to be in the place December the 14th down in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yes.
Those who want to join me, we can take a bus, whatever. You can contact me, but there's the information, Ashley's website there that you can actually pull in and help support this good cause. It's a good cause. It really is a good cause. I
Thank
mean,
you.
hey,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely.
I had one lady, she had stopped me in the bathroom, and she was like, I've never had anything like this. Like, she started crying and everything. It was just like, I wasn't ready for that. I was just like, everybody having a good time. And then when someone's breaking down, they're at their lowest of the low. And she's like, you gonna go far? I was just like, this is for y'all. And she just thanked me and thanked me. Like, I was just like, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm just here to serve.
That's
So,
it. That's it. And you know what? That's what we are here to do, to serve. And whatever we go through is not, sometimes it's our assignment, but also it's for us to help other people who may be going through things
mm,
similar. So, like you said, hearing that gives me joy right there that somebody's been transformed in the room. That's the power of networking as well.
yes.
People always tell me, you always somewhere. Because I understand that the network is very important.
Yes, it is.
It's very important. A lot of people you just can't, you got to change up your atmosphere. Regardless if it takes me out of country, I got to change up my atmosphere.
Right.
Your network is very important. And a lot of people say you like the queen of networking. I mean, I can be on a work assignment and I'll be somewhere, I'll be talking.
Yeah.
Like it's like one of the things that we should do. And again, building up your social support. Change some of them probably, again, we talked about cognitive behaviors and stuff like that. It's probably you grumpy because you haven't changed your atmosphere.
Exactly.
Uh-oh. Ashley, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't
Yes.
get me started. So we have a few more minutes in the show. So, you know, I'm just going to ask you, Ashley, what are some of the key goals or message that you can aim to convey through this platform? The main goal, the main message for that.
Yeah, so I would say definitely we want to make an impact on people. And community is definitely key, so making sure that you are being a leader. There's uh I would say my skin color, right? We don't have a lot of leaders in my industry, right? And we want to make sure that we are increasing the lifespan of the career. um, and we want to make sure that you are, um, I would say, in a great headspace. I want to make sure that we are fueled. There was one lady that said, I'm gonna just, be 95% fueled and then give 5% of my team. I was just like, I don't think that's how that works, because you want people to receive your overflow, right? So you want
Mm,
to make sure that your cup is running over for people to receive, not
wow.
95. You know
Wow.
what I'm saying? So you're not going to be filled up,
Wow.
right? So we want to make sure that you are filled, and that is running over.
All
Yes.
right. You done heard it. Let your cup overflow. All
Yes.
right, for the last moment in the show, there it is, www.mtbanquets.com. Please, please go support Miss Ashley here in her vision.
Thank
It's a very good vision, and I want to say I'm glad to have had you here tonight to talk about this. And again, for those of you who are looking for something else to do, when we're talking about the mind, the body, and the soul connection, I have something that I want to gear up for you that you may can join in October. So here we go. Yes, that is the fall from fear to freedom
you.
sisterhood retreat that'll be in October the 13th through the 14th. We have an intimate space in Virginia Beach, and we're looking to have a great time. So we have 4 spots left. So I'm just throwing that out there. 4 spots left. Four spots.
Alrighty.
4 spots left, and it will be $395, which, and you cannot beat that for all what you're gonna get in the activities. And I will be posting the speakers this week that we're gonna have. So again, Ashley, I want to say thank you so much for coming on tonight. And again, I'm here to help serve. If you
Yeah.
need help, you can use this platform. And then maybe when you're talking about the suicide month, maybe we need to do a special segment with I don't mind having an exclusive. I actually will be coming back for my season 7 in September. So that could be something that we can talk with off record to navigate and add that for the non-traditional healers, or however, for them to have just a special segment with mental health counselors if they feel like it. So that could be something we can work on and talk
Okay.
about.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this is what we network. This is what
Yeah.
that's about. If I got something to help out somebody, hey, I got the tools, I got the resources, I have the people. I'm
Mhm.
for it. I don't mind doing it. And this is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to come together
Yes.
like that. So
Mhm.
it is what it is. But for those of you who know how I usually end the segments, I usually end our show making people feel loved because, so many people don't feel love. But just know that while you are here at the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul, even if you catch this replay, know that you are loved here on the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul. Until the next exclusive, I'm your host, Michelle Bolden Hammond. Take care.